Oh boy, here we go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jesse Rubin. I am on the board of Generation Lyme, and today we are going to be talking to Alexis and Sean, who host our Partners Meetup. So let's see if we can get some folks hanging out. Oh boy, here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to be hanging out with Alexis and Sean, who host our Partners Meetup today. We're going to be talking to them about the meetup and having them answer some questions. So if you have any questions about the Partners Meetup, you can put them in the chat. Good to see everybody. We're just going to give everybody a couple minutes to join. Where are we coming from? How we doing? How's everybody feeling today? My name's Jesse. My hair is doing some stuff, apparently. We got some books on the ceiling. It's all happening. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be hanging out with the hosts of the Partners Meetup today. If you are interested in hosting a Generation Lyme Meetup, you should send us a message on Instagram. That hair is it's definitely doing something, Lauren. Well, I'm keeping it. The hat is a positive thing. How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I see a lot of people who are watching this who have never been to a Generation Lyme meetup. My name is Jesse. I'm on the board of Generation Lyme, and we are so excited you're here. We're going to be talking with Alexis and Sean, who are the hosts of our Partners Meetup. And very excited about that. And yeah, looking forward to it. In just a minute. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? How are we feeling? Are we staying safe? Everyone in New York has COVID right now. I'm just talking to myself. The internet is a strange place. So if you're just joining us, we're going to get started in just a minute or two with the host of our Partners Meetup here at Generation Lyme. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening or afternoon, wherever you are. Where are you guys watching from? Where in the world are you? Oh, look who it is. The couple of the hour is here. Alexis is here. I shouldn't sing. That's probably bad. Yeah, we're going to get started in just a minute. PA. I'm from PA. California. Awesome. Very cool. Welcome, everybody. So if you have any questions about the Partners Meetup or any of our meetups, you can put them in the chat. And let's see if I can... Oh, no. I know. Everyone has COVID right now. It's so scary. Alexis, can you request to be in this video? And then I will say yes. Lauren. Is that how you say it in Long Island? Lauren? Oh, here we go. All right. Coming on here in a second. Did we do it? Is it going to work? Yes.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing, Jesse?
Well, I'm already super jealous of the amount of space you have in your kitchen. So,
We
way
just
to go.
moved in on Sunday, so
Oh
we're
my God.
so
And
excited.
it looks great. Do you have like a stack of boxes on the other side of the phone right now?
We do. Oh
Okay.
yeah, the entire living room is just boxes.
Amazing. Well, we wanted to have you guys come on today because we feel like we are not spotlighting the Partners Meetup enough, and we just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to talk about it and to introduce yourselves to all of the Generation Lyme community. And I have a couple questions for you, but before we get into the Partners Meetup, why don't you guys introduce yourselves, say what you do, how old you are. I'd like to know how you met, how long you've been together, these kinds of things.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Sean, and this is Alexis. Alexis is the Lyme, and I'm the partner. She was diagnosed with Lyme about four and a half,
Five,
5 years ago.
5 years, yeah.
Time flies, yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
counting, really?
Yeah. And we've been together for about 7.5 years. We met in Berkeley, California, on Tinder, and
Nice.
I was at work, not being productive, and she was at her sublet, also not being productive.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, we both at the time were CrossFit fanatics, and so his profile was like all CrossFit, and mine too, and that's why we both swiped. And now
Oh my God.
we both do not do CrossFit at all anymore.
Yeah, good for you guys.
We're
That all sounds horrible. CrossFit sounds terrible.
a little bit about me. So my name's Alexis. I'm 30. Sean's 32. We actually both work at Nike. We work at the headquarters here. And
Are you in Portland?
yeah,
Oh, cool.
It's in Beaverton, which is
Yeah,
right
yeah.
outside of Portland, Oregon. And yeah, so I work as my title is Principal Technical Program Director, and I oversee sustainability. So I actually make sure that Nike hits our sustainability targets, which is super cool. And Sean is a senior software engineer.
Oh my God, you guys are so important.
We love what we do. We both sit in global technology, and yeah, we love what we do. And yeah, so I mean, in terms of like our Lyme journey, it really started for me 5 years ago. And as you heard, you know, Sean and I have been together. We were together, you know, basically 2.5 years before that, before I got Lyme disease. So I was a completely different person when I met Sean, as you heard. I was a college athlete. I was, you know, yeah, it was completely different. So yeah.
So, what made you guys decide that you wanted to host the partners meetup?
Yeah. So Alexis would be attending all of the Gen Lyme meetups, and then I would just be like cooking in the background, and I would just pep up and say like, "Oh, that's interesting," because we lived in a small apartment, and I couldn't help but overhear everything that was going on. And so Alexis really kind of started thinking like there really isn't a space to talk about like what we go through as a couple in terms of the Lyme journey, like and how much my Lyme affects the partner, and you know that sort of thing. And so she reached out to the organizers, and y'all were really interested, so we went with it.
Yeah, I think that for me, I really couldn't be where I am today, professionally, personally, without Sean. I mean, I think it's more than just being in a relationship. I think he's the one that makes sure that all these things behind the scenes are done, so that when I show up at work, I can actually work. So, I mean, that's everything from cooking very specific meals to make, like, he does all of my pills and organizing them, to cleaning. I don't actually do any of the cleaning. I do any of the strategy work, because that actually is really, really hard on my body. That's one of my main symptoms. So for me, like, I couldn't be where I am today without Sean. And I feel like my Lyme journey is just as much my Lyme journey as it is our Lyme journey. And I think that that is really not spoken about, honestly, enough. And so that's why I really wanted a special place for the partners to have a safe place to be able to be authentically themselves, to come in and ask the most basic of questions to the most complex of questions when it comes to supporting someone with Lyme disease. But also, like, it's very emotionally taxing, like, to have Lyme disease, but also to be a partner of someone, because it's really hard. It's hard to manage, you being there for someone with your own needs. You know, it's really, really hard to say, you know, like, what if they want to like cook a certain food, but that smell is really triggering for me?
Mm.
How do we navigate those situations? And we just wanted to create a safe place that people could come and talk about these things that are kind of taboo, right? Like, you always see in the world all these perfect couples, and we wanted to just eliminate that. We wanted
Yeah.
to realize that, like, these are conversations, like, maybe couples, like, I just feel like couples don't really have to have as many of these conversations as someone with a chronic illness,
Yeah.
specifically Lyme. And so we wanted to be able to open up so that we could have these honest conversations. And it's so cool because I honestly feel like we've learned so much in the conversations every time we have new couples that join.
Yeah,
And
that was gonna be my next question. What is there like a something you've learned or something an experience that you saw happen while you were hosting one of these that has stayed with you? How has it been for you guys?
I mean,
yeah,
every time we get to talk to all the different couples, it's really amazing because, like, for me, like, these questions that these couples ask help me realize and appreciate all of the things that, like, Alexis and I have overcome. You know,
Yeah.
like, I'm lucky because Alexis is a very communicative person. She's very direct, very open and honest, and so, like, we have these conversations that a lot of people avoid.
Yeah.
And so, like, having these conversations with all these other couples, like, I'm able to, like, impart my experiences upon them, which is super cool. And
yeah.
it really helps me appreciate, like, what we've gone through as a team.
Yeah, and I would say there's one actually specific example that comes to my mind. I mean, there's a million because I really love the people who show up. But there was one in particular that there was this woman. She was a wife and a mother, and she showed up with her husband, and she she had been on the Lyme journey for, you know, a good couple years. But she basically, I think the best way to put it was she kind of felt like a burden. Like,
Mm.
she, I think that what happened, you know, when you get Lyme disease, your life changes in so many ways. And I think that that change in you is so incredibly hard. There's like a grieving process that goes with that. And I think that she was really kind of fighting with the change that had happened, you know, that
Mm.
she actually has needs that she actually has to vocalize about noise and smell and all these different things, about being tired.
Yeah.
And she basically communicated, like, the thing that was on her heart was, I just don't want to be a burden to my kids.
Mm.
I don't want to be a burden to my husband. I would rather destroy my body and keep providing them with dinner every night and
Mm.
cleaning, and just, I want it to be the same that it's always been.
Yeah.
And I said, what you don't realize is that your family wants to be there for you. And I think it's really important to be able to have that conversation so that people have the opportunity to show up. And so what was amazing was she actually came back and she was all teary eyed and she's like, I've never had a stronger relationship with my kids after I had a conversation with them. And they're literally overjoyed to like do the dishes and all these different things. And it was just such a beautiful moment because you could honestly see, you could see the tension and fear and everything in her whole body. And then she came back and she was like energetic and alive, and she was just so, she was literally a different person. And I feel like that was very much my Lyme journey. Was I didn't want to be an inconvenience. I didn't want to be a burden. First off, I didn't even want to freaking have Lyme disease.
Of course. Yeah.
I don't want to have Lyme disease. I don't want to have a chronic illness.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I know it's a burden to me. I don't want to burden anyone that I love. Yeah. And what I realized is that really through the love of Sean, that I am not a burden. And I think that that's so important to learn with chronic illness. And anyways, this specific story just like really spoke to me because I think that so many people go through that situation. And
Totally.
that's why we have this meetup, is because I want people to understand that, you know, we're all going through this behind closed doors. We're all going through these conversations and these worries and these concerns. And I just want it to be a safe place for people to come and learn how, just either we have people that just come, no video on, just sit there and
Yeah.
listen. And they're like, wow, that was powerful. This is new to me. I am in a relationship now with someone who has Lyme disease and I knew nothing. So this is awesome that I feel like I can just sit here and just like, I'm in the car. I don't have to, interact to people who have so many questions and thoughts and just want to, talk, all different levels. So, yeah.
Sean, for you, if you could talk to like all the partners of people with Lyme, we could just get them all into a room and you have a microphone, what would you want to say to those people?
I would say that don't look at the restrictions as like an end of the line. That's like the like for example, don't look at food restrictions as like that's the end of your pizza journey. Don't look at like
Was
activity.
pizza a big issue for you guys? Is that like a
Yeah, we do like pizza. That's true.
But like what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't have to be the end of your favorite thing. So if you love hiking but your partner can't do that, like find something that is similar that they can do. So like go on a walk with her in nature. Go on like I don't know, maybe you go on a hike and then you video chat them like as you're hiking. You know,
Yep.
like, there's so many ways to continue having a similar, exciting and adventurous life, and you just have to figure out the way that works for you. So like
Yeah.
Lyme disease is not the end of anything. It's just an opportunity for you to experience it differently.
I just feel like it's made us more creative in that way.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've learned how to cook Thai food. I've learned how to cook Ethiopian food. All of this is like without nightshades, without sugar, dairy,
Yeah.
cheese, any of that stuff. So like, I mean, it's fun. I mean, and that's how I've learned how to look at it. It's just like it's really fun to learn how to do things in a different way.
And I would say the other thing that we have really worked on the most as a couple is always being communicative about both of our needs. So like I think that sometimes what I've seen is the partner gets a little bit lost in the Limey's journey.
Totally.
And I understand why. But I think that the only way to be healthy is for each person to be honest about what they need. And so that has been a part of Sean's journey too. Is like I remember at the very beginning, he was so concerned about being like there for me enough. And if I like, for instance, one tangible example, I used to play soccer pretty competitively, and that sport destroys my body with Lyme disease. So it's not really tangible and feasible right now. And I actually told Sean, hey, you should try soccer. And so he actually like picked up soccer, and there was pick up soccer games at Nike during lunch, and I would actually go watch him. And it gave me that sense. And that's something that like I really have encouraged in him, is for him to show up authentically as himself and to say his needs, and to not be afraid that like because he has needs that somehow hurts me, like I want him, like his happiness actually helps heal me.
You guys are so cute, I want to throw up. You guys are just so annoyingly wonderfully amazing together. I just love everything. Alexis, how many Lyme people have been like, I want a Sean?
Yes. Yes, everyone says that, and I feel so lucky. It's so true. I mean, I just think that like I think that just someone who shows up for you and allows you to be authentically you through the good and the bad, I think is really what we all deserve. And I've said this to so many people, like, if you're fully able bodied, you don't have Lyme disease, you're, quote unquote, a normal person, you still deserve a person who will show up for you in your good and your bad. And we're all going to have health issues throughout our life. So why do we feel that when we get Lyme disease that we shouldn't have that, or we should have, way less than? That doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
everyone is going to have a health scare or problem all the way to the far other end of the spectrum too. So I just think that that's the most important thing, and that's what I have really appreciated in my relationship with Sean is he shows up, he's consistent, and I think that that's actually a shout out to all of the partners, because honestly, that's what I've learned from all of the meetups too. We're not unique in that way. There's incredible partners who are putting in the time every day. And I think that's so special. And we need to celebrate the people who are supporting and doing all these things that we're talking about that Sean does. And yeah, I just think it's amazing. And they're on top of that, they're learning alongside their partner about what Lyme is and what that means specifically for their partner. So
I mean, I just think it's such an amazing thing because it comes up on our meetups all the time. And when we talk to people with Lyme, like, I'm never going to be able to date. I'm going to be
yeah,
alone forever. I'm never going to be able to find somebody that can deal with
yeah,
me. So to see you guys as an example of like, it is challenging just like any other relationship, but
yeah,
it can work and it's totally
yeah,
possible is such an amazing gift that you are giving to the Lyme community. Just being yourselves and being together and having worked through everything that you've worked through is so, so special for all of these people to see. So on
yeah.
behalf of the Lyme community, thank you for being such an amazing example of that.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, is there anything else you guys want to add? Anything you want to say to the people watching or who are going to watch this later? Anything you want to leave us with before we wrap up?
Come to our Lyme meetup.
Yeah. Oh my God. Come hang out with us.
When is the partners meetup?
The second Monday.
Second Monday of every
Yeah. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I mean, we're fun and we're also serious and we do it all. And I just want you guys to have a safe place. And Jen Lyme is so special to me. I wouldn't be who I am. I just remember at the beginning of my Lyme journey, I felt so alone. I was depressed. I felt like no one understood me, and Jen Lyme was there for me. And
I remember your first meetups.
yeah, and I just like, I don't know. And then like it just has been so special to be able to host this meetup and meet so many incredible people. And so I just want you to know that like partners, you were truly incredible people, and I want you to come when how often you want. If it's just one time, whatever. If you want more, that's cool, but you can come however you want. And that's I don't know, I just think that's what we wanted to do, is to create a safe place. So
Well, I can tell that you're passionate about this.
of course.
No, we love it.
Partners are truly incredible people. They're just like these, like basically these teddy bears of people who are just doing so much. So
Totally. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, everybody who's watching. Check out the Partners Meetups, second Monday of every month, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Alexis and Sean, you guys are awesome. We at Generation Lyme love you, and we love having you. So thank you for being a part of this, and we will see you very soon. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye. Stay safe out there.
Bye, friends.